Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. 10 minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Monday morning, the 11th day of May, 2026. Good morning, everybody. I'm Scott Micklin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE 90.9 FM over the air right here in San Juan County, New Mexico. In Durango, Colorado, we broadcast at 103.3 FM. And if you're listening to my voice anywhere else on the planet, you've gone to our website to do that, ksje.com. Maybe you're listening through the new KSJE radio app, or maybe you asked your smart speaker to play KSJE, all those different ways to listen. So thanks for doing that, everyone. Good to have you here. Welcome also to the folks who are watching me right now, the video of the program streaming out live to the KSJE Facebook page and also to our YouTube channel. It's great to have you all with us this morning. Coming up in the next few moments, a busy morning. We're going to start with a conversation with Presbyterian Medical Services. Lots to talk about there, including, of course, the Community Compass, Navigation Center, of course, and Festival of Trees. It's not too early to start talking about Festival of Trees, and we'll explain why in just a moment. Stay tuned for that. Then later on this hour, I'll be joined by one of my honor students from my public speaking class this spring here at San Juan College. It is finals week, so she's going to be presenting her honor speech to you at 8:40 this morning on KSJE. And we'll wrap up the hour at 8:50 a.m. with our technology news segment, Monday Reboot. That's coming up at 8:50 on KSJE. Mick Hess will take over the studio next hour, our classical music program, Roving with the Arts. And a reminder, you can also connect with KSJE on Instagram or Blue Sky or X, in addition to Facebook and YouTube. And if you're a podcast listener, we publish podcasts almost every day. You can find them wherever you listen to podcasts. So check it out, subscribe, and discover a new program that you may have missed. Or better yet, just listen through the KSJE radio app. It's available through the App Store and Google Play. You can check it out, listen live, get podcasts, and much, much more, and take us with you wherever your travels take you this summer. Outside our studios at San Juan College, it's currently 56 degrees, a sunny Monday morning. We're expecting more sunshine today with a high of 80 in Farmington. Clear skies overnight tonight with a low of 51. Sunny and warmer tomorrow with a high of 86 on Tuesday. Maybe a shower popping up on Wednesday with a high of 83. 80 on Thursday, 81 on Friday, 83 on Saturday. Lots of sunshine, though, and overnight lows mostly in the 50s. Back with my guest with just a moment right here on KSJE. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center, your community hospital serving the Four Corners. With a 115-year history of improving the quality of life, health, and care of individuals and families throughout our region. When life happens, San Juan Regional Medical Center is here to serve everybody. Find out more at sanjuanregional.com. KSJE is supported by Riverfest New Mexico, flowing through time, May 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Riverfest needs volunteers. You must be 16 years of age or older. Go online to sign up for one or more 2-hour shifts. Riverfest New Mexico, flowing through time, May 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, along the Animas River in Farmington. Find out more online at riverfestnewmexico.com. Back in the studio this morning with my guest, as I mentioned, from Presbyterian Medical Services. We have no other than the Northwest Region Director from PMS here with us this morning. Jyl Adair is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in.
Well, thank you for having me.
You bet. It's good to have you here to talk about all the things that PMS does in the community. And just a reminder to our viewers, I always want to disclose that I'm a proud board member of Presbyterian Medical Services, and so that's where my connection to the company comes from. But lots of things to talk about, as I mentioned, and the one thing I want to remind everybody about is PMS's Community Compass, which is open for business, of course, and doing very well, as I understand.
It is. It is. So this first quarter, we've already seen 228 community members throughout San Juan County that we've supported. So that's really, really exciting.
Just in the first quarter.
Just in the first quarter.
So that's 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And remind us again about the Community Compass. This is designed as a one-stop shop for folks to come in with maybe whatever they're dealing with to get help and to get resources, yes?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So really, we're located down within the Farmington Community Health Center at 1001 West Broadway. So the intent of the Community Compass is really to be that little umbrella so that those individuals that are coming in and maybe they're seeing the Navigation Center for some support, that they might need to get a driver's license or getting their Social Security card or needing help with utilities or whatever the case may be, then they can be able to come over to the Community Compass if they're needing some clothing or hygiene products, or they need some assistance with housing and they've just gotten a new place. And so we have those 3 giving rooms for all of those things. But then also we have satellite offices. So every day we have different companies like Molina Healthcare, Be Well New Mexico, the Veterans, HUD, Navajo WIC, those types of programs that are in every day, and somebody can come in and get their support that way too.
Right. And so they're there, so you don't have to go to their office, I guess.
Right.
They have their office set up at your Community Compass temporarily, at least for that day, so folks can do that while they're down there visiting with you. And those giving rooms that you mentioned, those are all free, right, for folks to go in and kind of see what they need and pick up those toiletry items or clothing or whatever it might be that you have?
Yes, absolutely. So everything is free, and everything that I've mentioned right now, there is not a cost to anybody that's coming in through town, whether you're just traveling through town, whether you are a true community member. All of that is free. And then again is that one-stop shop. If you're in and you're like, hey, I need medical, I don't have a primary provider, we're able to connect you immediately, with a provider through our medical facility at Farmington Community Health Center. Or if you're like, hey, I could use some therapy, I've been a little bit sad, or I just need to talk through some things, we have our behavioral health program. We also have our early intervention program, and so lots of support. And if there is something that Presbyterian Medical Services doesn't have to support you with, we can also make those referrals out and really connect you into the community for what it is that you really need.
Nice. Very good. And so it's really designed as a one-stop shop.
Exactly.
And that area right there at the Community Health Center, you've got all those other things that are already there every day, the medical, dental, behavioral health, all those things.
All those things are right there.
Very good. And of course, this is also kind of a partnership too with the county, with the Navigation Center that works in concert and I think very closely with the work that PMS does at that location.
Yes, absolutely. So they are just right down the hall. So really, as you come in, go straight down the hall to your right, and there will be the Navigation Center. So often people come in, see them first, see what they need, and then can come on and pop over into the giving rooms or to see Daniel Turnage if need be for any other needs.
Very good. And is there a kind of a calendar or a schedule as to the other organizations that are at your satellite offices from day to day?
Yes, there are, and they are posted there at the facility, as well as the Navigation Center's aware of them, as well as there in the very front of the behavioral health building.
Got it. Very good. Now, switching gears just a bit, I wanted to ask you too, if somebody wanted to donate to the giving rooms, is that something that folks can do as well?
Yes, absolutely. So we take, gently used items that we could turn around and give back out to the community. We also take brand new items, and some things that we are really in need of are some men's jeans, undergarments for both men and women, brand new preferably. Please.
Right.
Shoes for both men and women, and backpacks.
Okay. Things for kids at all, or not necessarily?
We could utilize for kids because really with this Community Compass is for everybody. So this is not just the homeless. This is for all walks of life, all families, all ages. So kids' clothing is always welcome as well. We seem to go through a little bit more of the men's jeans and those types of things. But yes, definitely for children as well.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
And you mentioned toiletry items and things like that. Is that also something that folks, if they had extra of or were shopping and could buy additional tubes of toothpaste or whatever it might be?
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, we would be more than happy to take in some toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, shampoos, conditioners, those types of things as well.
Okay. Not so much food items
No,
as the other things?
not really so much food.
Okay.
We do work with Echo, and we get some food boxes. So we do also provide out some food boxes as need be.
Got it. Very good. Well, it's another great resource. It's amazing to hear how many folks are taking advantage of it, which is great, those numbers that you shared. But it seems like it's growing.
It is.
And I think as folks learn more about it and come down and make themselves available of all these things. And again, it's really open to everyone. And the idea is just to be kind of that compass, if you will, for pointing people in the right direction.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one thing too that we've added is that we've partnered with a class through Leadership San Juan, and they have decided as one of their class projects is to kind of and unfortunately, forgive me, I forgot the name of their catchy name, but it is to be dropping off dog food and cat food, because many of our families, they may have pets that still need some assistance too. So we are partnering with them as well to be having some of those food items available for the animals.
Very good. Well,
Yeah.
that's great. And shout out to Leadership San Juan,
Yeah.
a program near and dear to both of our hearts, I know. So,
Yes, class of 2012, best class ever.
well, all right, 2008, but we'll argue about that off air. How's that, Jyl? But there you go. But good for them. That's the class of 2026, so we'll give them a shout out
We will
as
give them
well
a shout out.
for including the Community Compass as part of their project. So that's great. I want to ask you too about the Festival of Trees, as we were just
Yes.
sitting here talking about it. Even though that's an event around Christmas time, it's not too early to talk about Festival of Trees.
No.
You tell me that every year.
Every year, and it's, everybody knows me. This is just so close to my heart. I love this event. It is my absolute favorite event. It's hard for me to believe that we are in May.
Yeah.
And pretty much the middle of May. So
Yeah,
it
true.
is going very quickly. So if you want to submit in a tree, please go onto our website to do that, which is pmsfestivaloftrees.org, or go into excuse me, the Facebook page as well. Fill out that form and submit it. Also, sponsorships, overall sponsorships, that will also be on that page. We're doing all those things now as well, and the sooner you get that in, the better, because then we're able to put all that out on social media. You're able to get your true money's worth. Not just for that week, but all through our website and all of our campaigns and things that we do.
Okay.
But it starts December 1st.
Wow. Okay.
I know.
All right.
So it's 6 months away, right? December 1st.
Oh, yeah. Almost. Just about. A little bit. Yep. Okay. There you
Yeah,
go.
tickets will be on sale very soon. So for all of those events, so you can see everything on the website. Tickets will go on sale for all of the events. Nothing's changed this year, so we still have our coffee break, teddy bear story time, lunch with the trees, Santa sleigh ride, senior social, family night, mayor's reading, and of course our gala.
Right. True.
So yeah, lots of events jammed into 5 days.
That's true. That is
Yes.
very true. And I wanted to ask you too, for some of these, now I know some of these events sell out.
Yes.
And like the Teddy Bear Story Time, and you've added the second event, and so there's two actually Teddy Bear Story Times.
Yes.
If you had enough sponsors, would it be possible that you might add a third type of an event? Is that something that you would be discussing, I guess, if the sponsors come through?
Yes, that is, because we really think that could be just another avenue. We have so many of the public schools that like to come in for this,
Yeah.
and so it would be great to where we sell out so fast, and that could be definitely could be an option. So if you're interested, check it out.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That was just one thing that came to my mind. I imagine other things might be possible too. If somebody wanted to say, we'll sponsor another X,
Yep.
would you Okay.
Yeah, we would definitely be open to anything. We've really have evolved. This Festival of Trees has been around for well over 20 years, or I think we're pushing 24 this year. So this will be our 24th year, and so we've definitely have grown it quite a bit over the past 5 years, and that's really from us listening to the community. What do they want, and what would they like? So if you have some ideas, let us know.
Okay, now's the time. Very
Now's the
true.
time.
The one thing that you haven't changed, though, that I always have to bring up is those tickets are still the same prices they've been for like a million years.
Yes.
I think.
50 cents.
Yes.
So, we really want to make this as economically possible for anybody and everybody. And there's nothing that is more heartwarming than when you see these little children come up when they're pulling out all their change because they want to win that tree that has that bicycle or that has that game with it, or the Nintendo, or they don't even do Nintendo anymore. What do they do? Xboxes and all those things. And so really 50 cents. We've decided we keep everything still at 50 cents. We want to make sure that it's really affordable for everybody. And then some of the other events are free. Senior Social's free. Family Night is free. Just to come through and look at the trees is free.
Always free.
Always free. And then the events like the coffee break, Teddy Bear Storytime is still only $5, so we've kept that very reasonable as well. And then for our gala, that did go up to $1,000 a table, and that's just really inflation, unfortunately, for how much everything has really started to cost. So
Sure.
we have had to increase that.
Right. But again, a lot of this is free or low cost because
Yes.
of the sponsors.
Exactly.
That's what helps you be able to do some of these things, like
Absolutely.
Give every kid that comes to Teddy Bear Storytime a teddy bear.
that is made by hand.
Right.
Yes.
So all these things. And again, this is a major fundraiser for Presbyterian Medical Services, and the funds, the money always raised stays here in San Juan County, which I think is important for folks to know.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for that reminder. So, those that know Presbyterian Medical Services, again, we're not part of the church, Presbyterian Faith. We're not part of the hospital in Albuquerque, and we're not part of the insurance. But yes, we are a very large nonprofit agency throughout the state. However, in this region, the Northwest region, is all of San Juan County. So all of the money that is raised stays here locally for all 5 of my programs. And it goes back and supports those with disabilities, both young and old, supports our early childhood programs, supports our Total Behavioral Health Campus, which really works with the inebriate population and that homeless population, as well as supporting our Farmington Community Health Center for medical, dental, behavioral health.
Very true. And even the Community Compass, which is what
And
we
the
talked
Community
about
Compass that's
earlier
in the
this
middle of
morning.
that.
So
Yes, absolutely.
all of those things.
All
And
of
so
those things.
it's a great organization, which is
Yes.
why I'm so proud to be on the board. And always my heart is just made bigger by the stories we hear from our employees. We just had an employee recognition event just last week and hear about kind of the employees that work with PMS because of the mission of the company and the work that we do in these communities all across our state.
Yes, absolutely. I'm very proud of that. We had 36 employees that were actually nominated by their peers within the company. And so I think that's pretty cool.
I do too.
Yeah, and that's just in our region.
That's right.
36 just in my region.
That's true. So
Yeah.
congratulations to them.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
know we'll be getting together to honor them also for their efforts and all that. So it's really great to be able to do that and congratulate them in person. So it's great to hear. Anything else that's coming up that you want to remind us about with PMS, of course, but all the things are continuing, of course, all summer for sure.
I think the next thing really is the fact that we do have our mobile crisis, which is again through our Farmington Community Health Center, through our behavioral health side, is that we do have 24-hour mobile crisis. And
That's
so
new, right?
that is
Relatively new. Yes.
That is new. And so we work with Farmington PD. So that's really just to help those individuals that maybe are in a crisis and maybe 911 is called. But maybe, again, supporting the police officers or whomever may be going out, because maybe it's just the fact that they need some additional assistance at that time. And we're able to help right then and there on the spot and then get them into any services immediately. So just to know that we do have that. And also one new program that's coming up is our Crisis Triage Center. We are working with San Juan County on that, and that will be located also on the Total campus. So we're excited for that. That's going to be a 24-hour crisis triage facility. So again, those that are in need have a safe place to go.
Yeah, very true. And I'd like to ask you a bit more about both of those in just a moment. But I think the one thing is this mobile
Mobile crisis.
Mobile crisis, thank you. The idea being that when police go to a scene, it may not be that someone is breaking the law necessarily, but they're just in some kind of a crisis.
Right.
And so they don't necessarily need to be taken off to jail or detained or what have you.
Right.
They need maybe someone to give them some other mental health services or what have you. And that's kind of what this is designed, at least my understanding, designed to help with.
Yep, absolutely. You're 100% correct. So that way that it's there to really help those that just need maybe some de-escalation. They need to be, talking through some things, and then they just need some mental health support. Maybe some of those that are suicidal or those types of things, we can still assist with that. But, if they don't need to go to the hospital, if they don't, they aren't breaking the law, the police don't want to arrest them, and so what can we do to help support them? And that's one thing that is absolutely amazing about this community, is that they're not just out to try and get everybody and throw them in jail. It's like, what can we do to help those individuals that are in need?
Right, true. And at the same time, though, not have to have your police officers trained as mental health professionals, because they've got enough to worry about being police officers, but having your folks available to do that type of work.
Yes, absolutely. Provide that extra support.
Nice. And then the other part of what you were talking about, too, this 24-hour crisis triage center is exactly what it sounds like to me, at least, is to try to be able to figure out who needs services, who needs the most services, kind of triaging these individuals that are coming in and dealing with that kind of thing.
Absolutely. So it's really working with those individuals that, again, that are in a crisis mode, and maybe their family member realizes it and they don't want to take them into the hospital. They may not need to really be admitted into a psych ward or something like that. They're just needing, again, some assistance for maybe it's for 23 hours, maybe it is for 7 days, but it would be totally voluntary. So this would not be an involuntary situation. And yes, the police can still bring them. So let's say that they're out there with mobile crisis and they're realizing, hey, they could really benefit from a little bit more help, a little bit longer period of time, then they could bring them there. But it's also a way to take off some of that extra strain that's happening, at San Juan Regional Medical Center, to help support them in supporting a little bit more help on the mental health side.
Right. Very true. Yeah. Well, and again, these are both great examples, I think, of how the community works together. As you mentioned, how these other folks, PMS included, but the San Juan County, the City of Farmington, the Farmington Police Department, all these agencies and governments kind of working together to identify a problem, a concern in the community, and say, who do we have that knows how to do this? Who do we know in the community that has this expertise? And then get these people to the table, and then people just kind of put their money where their mouth is, I guess, and make it happen.
Make it happen. Absolutely. We are truly very, very honored to be able to work with San Juan County, their administration, to work with the City of Farmington, as well as, quite honestly, with these other programs. It's also with the City of Bloomfield and Kirtland, and Aztec, because now with our mobile crisis, we are 24 hours, and we are now have expanded to all of those surrounding areas. And we're very, very blessed to be able to see that we all work together. Again, coming from a large nonprofit agency, some of my counterparts in some of those other areas of the state, they don't have the relationships that we have. So I know that we're very lucky for what we deal with really on a regular basis.
Right. Shout out to them, and of course to you as Region Director for making it happen.
Thank you.
Because I know there's a lot of work behind the scenes that we don't even know about. Even on the board, I don't know about it.
Yeah.
That it goes into to make these things happen. So, and we all know that when folks need mental health services or other services, it's not 9 to 5. It could be at any time, and that's what this is designed to deal with.
Absolutely.
So that's wonderful. Well, Jyl Adair, we have run out of time, I'm sorry to say, but thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Great to see you. Great to start thinking about Christmas, because it's going to get hot. So thank you for putting those cool thoughts in my head. And we'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's Jyl Adair from Presbyterian Medical Services, my guest this morning right here on KSJE.
Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.